Where do I even begin? It's been a long and crazy month for gamers all around, especially when it comes to information regarding Sonic the Hedgehog. And yet, after all the information that we have received in the last few weeks, I still don't care at all for this anniversary.
Oh, but you just have to be patient and wait for the Sonic Central. Oh, a Sonic Central is on the way, bro, trust.
Dude, what Sonic Central? From the massive E3 weekend, the last minute announcements regarding an anniversary live stream, Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition, and lack of communication from the social media team, you are basically eating straight up bread and water. However, it's unfair to say that we aren't getting any type of news regarding any new projects. Listen, this isn't the drought of 2019, folks. So let's dive into what we have received thus far and what to possibly expect with the rest of 2026. Firstly, it has been almost 4 years since Sonic Frontiers released back in 2022, having a lot of us Sonic fans, old and new, looking forward to Sonic's next big release. We've been hearing a lot, and I mean a lot, of different things regarding this next game in the last few months, to the point we were desperate to receive crumbs of information from any of the summer showcases. Of course, the only showcase to deliver any new information was Jeff Keighley's Summer Game Fest. Now you may be wondering, what exactly was revealed at this year's Summer Game Fest? A second year of Crossworlds DLC, a Sonic rendition of the indie co-op game Pico Park, and anniversary game sales. That's it. That sounds fine on the surface to the average consumer, right? If you said yes, I implore you to go back and watch specifically the Summer Games Fest and the Xbox Showcase. See how many games were presented by Sega, and you tell me if you think if Sonic is getting the short end of the stick during his own birth month. Keep in mind, we were getting public leaks about Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition during this time, and we all thought that would be shown in some capacity. It was just radio silent. Fast forward a little after the showcases nearing Sonic's birthday, we get a Crossworlds calendar with two specific dates being marked, those dates being the 23rd and the 29th. After seeing this calendar, my expectations were still drastically low, as most can already guess what exactly the surprise is, and man, a lot of you were right on the money with your guess. Shortly after, we finally received some communication from the main social media team talking about hosting a charity anniversary stream to celebrate Sonic's birthday, featuring a bunch of well-known Sonic content creators. They even gave us a disclaimer explaining that news regarding the bigger projects won't be in this live stream, but they still want everyone to keep their eyes peeled for future updates on things as time goes on. Interpret that as you will, but I saw this as they have nothing concrete to show for the next mainline title, so patience is key. Now the real question is, what did they show on this charity livestream? As mentioned before, this livestream is meant to be a fun thing to raise money for St. Jude, so I'm not here to bash it. And call me crazy, but I found this charity livestream to be much more entertaining than any of the Sonic Centrals. Yeah, that's right. I said it. After all the horrible backlash and discourse that has been going on in online spaces, this livestream was a breath of fresh air, and it shows that even with all the negativity happening in this world, we can always celebrate our love of video games. Throughout the livestream, I loved the banter between friends, the story show and tell, Crossroads segments, when they randomly brought Sonic, Tails, SpongeBob, Patrick, Ninja Turtles, Pac-Man, and Mega Man, all to celebrate Sonic's birthday, albeit cringe, but still very charming. 5-person mini orchestra having stellar performances every now and then during the stream, Evan Stanley's sketches, and the overall vibe was fantastic. That new song they revealed at the beginning of the stream to promote the anniversary album was also something I found quite enjoyable. Yeah, the mixing is pretty trash, but it's the sonicracingcrossworlds situation all over again, where people say it's too cheesy. Thankfully, there are 3 versions of the song ranging from American, Japanese, and Chinese, so pick your poison. My personal favorite is the Chinese one, but I implore you to listen to them all. So much love and care went into this event, and it does not go unappreciated. So I thank Sega and the Sonic social media team for doing this. That $55K payout at the end was definitely deserved. However, all good things have disappointing moments. In this case, the actual announcements. As much as I love Games Cage and all the other creators that were here, we can't sit here and say anything jaw-dropping was shown. starting off with what everybody and their mother already knew about, the best kept secret ever, Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition. After being leaked to hell and back in breaking street date just like base game, we finally got the official announcement for this so-called Definitive Edition. Such a strange name choice considering this is just a glorified Switch 2 port, just like Sonic X-Shadowgenerations. They give you a quality and performance mode and all the DLC is included? Yay? First of all, Frontiers didn't even have that much DLC to begin with. Second of all, what pisses me off the most is that the port shafts people who bought the game originally on Switch 1, like myself, to pay $50 for the same game with upscaled visuals and fidelity. As someone who has Frontiers on Switch and Steam, I'm personally not buying this port at all, unless it goes on sale in the future. Same for Sonic X Shadow Generations on Switch 2. If you have not played Frontiers already and you have a Switch 2, I implore you to do so with Definitive Edition. A lot are saying this is the best way to play it portably, and I won't argue with the people who physically own it. You have the game on other devices besides Switch, then wait for a sale or skip entirely. Forgot to mention it's also a game key card, but I think we're at the point of the transition that we don't care if it's a game key card anymore, so do with that information what you will. On to the next big announcement that made quite the fuss was the Chaos Emerald Hunt, where we basically play Pokemon Go but with Chaos Emeralds. We collect all 7 of them and we get a live in-person event called Club Chaos. Sounds fun in retrospect, but I personally don't give 2 craps about this. However, when people started to bring up how the company Sega is partnering with for this event is using our data to train AI when you sign up, you already know the internet had a field day and went on full panic mode. Listen, I'm not going to go on a tangent about Sega's recent obsessive use of AI, but I'm also here to argue that while AI is detrimental to a lot of things that we do and consume as of now, it's staying for a while. So until that bubble pops, we just have to do our best to adapt but not conform under pressure. Got it? Next up on the list has to do with sonicracingcrossworlds. And what exactly was so significant about the 2 dates that were hidden on their calendar announcement? We ended up getting 3 character reveals in 1 trailer. Crazy, I know. The first one being, you guessed it, classic Sonic. Next one being Axel from Crazy Taxi, and the long-awaited Samba de Amigo has finally made his triumphant return to the Sonic racing scene. All of these are being released monthly for free. As for the remaining Season Pass characters, we also got the release date for the Ninja Turtles, which if I remember off the top of my head is July 28th. They did a whole pizza skit with it in the live stream, but if anything, I'll just show it again in the video. I don't have too much to say about Crossworlds in this video. I think the inclusions are fine, and yes, even classic Sonic looks clean thanks to the Superstars model. They made him look so cute and charming. I don't feel like ranting about how much I despise seeing him again after Forces. Watching everyone race together during the live stream was very sweet to see, and at the time of writing this script, I still have yet to play and hopefully practice enough to get into the World Championship Cup that is happening this week. Yeah, that was the next announcement, by the way. The game is getting so much bigger. They are having an official world tournament starting this week. Yeah, the 29th. Anyone who is admitted will race it out in New York in October, I'm pretty sure, to see who the best racer is. I personally just play casually with competitive games, but I honestly think I should try to play Crossroads more, as it seems that the support is not dying as fast as I thought. I will get back to y'all on that. Furthermore, we are not done yet. Now, this next segment is going to be a lot shorter, as I just want to give a little shout out to the Japanese live stream that happened the morning after the American live stream. I didn't watch it live, of course, because by the time it started, I was sound asleep in my bed. But some people were able to grab some important bits of information regarding Frontiers Definitive Edition and the process behind it. Kishimoto mentioned that Frontiers is a part of a 3-step plan as quoted from the live stream. If that is the case, I say we just wait for them to unveil the rest of this 3-step plan, because it's clear that this is just only the beginning for this open zone formula. Kishimoto has been listening to our feedback time and time again, especially during the early to late Frontiers days, so him redeeming himself from past games that made us skeptical of his work to now where he made a secret project of him making a Switch 2 edition of Frontiers and also trying to touch up the pop-in a decent amount, because the pop-in has been improved. I have faith in this current Sonic team more than anything. ultimately, as much as I am still not as optimistic, I don't think we're getting a traditional Sonic Central this year. I am certain that Sega has something brewing for us in the background. You can't be reviving all your other franchises, leave your mascot in the dust, and just stay radio silent about the next game like this. Especially on his anniversary, his birthday? Are you crazy? It just doesn't feel right to me. I know whatever next mainline game is on the way will be worth the wait. But until then, let me know what you think about all this down below. Are you buying Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition? Are you enjoying classic Sonic and Crossworlds? Are you going to participate in the Chaos Hunt? And finally, which version of Speed is My Life is your favorite? This is non-negotiable. Post them in the comments. You gotta pick one. With all that being said, I will see you all in the next video. Stay safe and take care.